Similar to the revolve tool, the extrude tool uses the symbol tool, and we can create a little sign. So I've made a little rectangle, use some text, and let's just copy our reduced size monkey, Control C, Control V, and just play around a bit until you get it right. So here's our sign, and we need to create a second version of this. Control C, V. This one will be linked to our symbols. So we'll drag that in, give it a name, and now we can get rid of it. Back to our original, we need to ungroup, get rid of any information that is not going to be going into the final design, because that's already in the stamp. Let me just select everything, then click off the remainder, and we don't need that. Okay, so we need to unite these two shapes, and go to your Pathfinder and unite. So now we have one shape. I have a slight little bump here. That may mean very little. You can see it right there. They'll come up as an irregularity later, so I'll just remove that, and I'll use the Pathfinder tool again to do so. So select both shapes, exclude the front from the back. So we have now a sign that we can extrude. Let's make some space here, and let's go to the Effect window, 3D Extrude and Bevel. Click on Preview, and let's just make some more space so you can see what's happening. So we've got our extrusion, which simply means it's been pulled out in depth. Let's give it isometric left. We can play with the source of light, and make it somewhat interesting. And I think that's all right. The depth seems nice and thick there as a sign, but you can make it thicker or thinner. That's quite nice. Reminds me of a light box. Alrighty, I might just change the hotspot to be above it. Now we need to map our art. So there's our first face, and let's see if it is the right one. Now, because the artwork was dimensioned to be the same size as the actual sign, everything is fitting perfectly. And okay, and okay, and there we have our three-dimensional sign.